Every year, countless people visit Vietnam. They explore Ha Long Bay. They stroll along the lantern-adorned streets of Hoi An. They capture photographs of Sapa's rice fields during the golden hour, and Vietnam allows them to do so. For while crowds gather at famous spots, at scenic viewpoints, historical sites, and beach resorts, the rest of the country quietly remains renowned for its tranquility. This country is one of the most geographically diverse regions in Southeast Asia. Within a slender strip of land stretching approximately 1,700 kilometers from its northernmost to its southernmost tip, a wealth of wonders lies hidden. Ancient rainforests, rugged limestone wildernesses, towering mountains, lakes nestled within volcanic craters, a subterranean network of rivers unlike any other found on Earth, and river deltas so vast and labyrinthine that entire communities have lived upon them for generations, without ever setting foot on solid ground. Most of these wonders remain completely undiscovered. These are 10 hidden gems in Vietnam that tourists often overlook. These are places that, upon first sight, appear truly extraordinary and unforgettable. Stay with us until the very end of this video, because at number 1 is a cluster of caves, so vast, so recently discovered, and of such an awe-inspiring geological scale, that the scientists who first ventured inside described the experience as being akin to visiting another planet. And it is located right here in Vietnam. Yet, hardly anyone knows about it. These are the places where the country still exists in its true form. Beyond artificiality. Not confined within a package. Without any haste. Come, let's begin. Number 10, Bab Lake, Bac Can Province, ranked 10th is a lake so distinct, and ecologically so unique, that it has been designated a national park since 1978, yet, outside of Vietnam, it remains almost entirely unknown. Ba Bi Lake is situated in the mountains of Bac Can Province, in the remote north of Vietnam, a 3-day journey if traveling at a leisurely pace from Hanoi, which is, indeed, the only way to experience it. The name itself is straightforward. Ba Bi simply means 3 lakes. These 3 interconnected, glacially formed karst lakes stretch for 8 kilometers, winding through a dramatic valley completely hemmed in by limestone cliffs and ancient forests, thereby creating a unique microclimate of its own. Its waters are extraordinary. Deep, tranquil, and, in the early morning hours, shrouded in mist rising from the surface, the lake appears like a scene from a Chinese ink painting as the fog drifts past the surrounding karst pillars. In the mist, its hue is a muted gray-green. By midday, however, it transforms into a clear, deep emerald, reflecting the limestone cliffs and dense canopy of trees with such precision that, at times, the reflection appears even more vivid than the reality itself. Number 9, Dong Van Karst Plateau, Ha Giang Province. The Dong Van Karst Plateau is situated at the northernmost tip of Vietnam, located within Ha Giang Province. A region bordering China where, until recently, foreign tourists were required to obtain a special permit for entry. However, such permits are no longer necessary. To date, the area has not yet been visited by foreign tourists in large numbers. Yet, this situation is unlikely to persist for long. This plateau is a UNESCO Global Geopark, one of only a select few such sites in Southeast Asia, and it has earned this distinction due to its extraordinary nature and ancient geological composition. Indeed, rather than appearing as a mere ordinary landscape, it resembles a monument to geological time itself. The karst limestone peaks found here rank among Vietnam's oldest rock formations, boasting a history that spans approximately 500 million years. What appears from a distance to be a simple mountain range reveals itself, upon closer inspection, as an endless and intricate labyrinth of jagged limestone towers, hidden valleys, deep ravines, and passes that suddenly open up to unveil scenes of immense scale and breathtaking wonder. Number 8, Phong Nha Village and Dark Cave, Quang Binh. To understand this article, it is necessary to provide some context, as Phong Nha has begun to feature in various travel itineraries. However, these itineraries typically highlight only one specific cave, Phong Nha Cave, which is accessible solely by boat, visited in groups, and illuminated by attractive lighting. These plans almost never mention the dark cave. Nor do they mention the village itself. Nor do they refer to the 65-kilometer-long cave system that stretches beneath the Phong Na Ko Bang Karst Mountains, extending into territory that has yet to be fully mapped. The dark cave is exactly as its name suggests, a cave devoid of any lighting system. There are no guided pathways. Beyond the entrance, there are absolutely no tourist amenities of any kind. Visitors must swim through the underground lake that fills the cave's entrance, venturing inward in total darkness, relying solely on their sense of touch and the portable lights they carry with them. Number 7, Mutsang Chai Rice Terraces, Yen Bai Province. This is a place that requires some explanation before you visit, because while some travelers may be aware that Vietnam is home to rice terraces, they might assume that the fields being referred to here are those of Sapa. However, we are not talking about the fields of Sapa here. Sapa's fields have become one of the most photographed landscapes in Southeast Asia, yet, alongside this fame came infrastructure, and with that infrastructure arrived a tourist economy that has completely transformed the very essence of the place. The villages surrounding Sapa's fields now survive solely on tourism. This is not a criticism, it is simply a reality, something that inevitably happens. This has not yet happened to Mutsang Chai. Number 6, Tam Kok at dawn, Ninh Binh, Tam Kok. Meaning, 3 caves, is located in Ninh Binh province, a 2-hour journey south of Hanoi. The scenery here is magnificent, towering limestone karsts rise directly from the paddy fields and the No Dong River, which winds its way slowly through their midst. Boats navigate the river, passing through 3 natural tunnels, caves carved by the river into the base of the limestone mountains, emerging each time into the open sky amidst these ever-rising, towering peaks. By 9 o'clock in the morning, the river becomes crowded with people. By 10 o'clock, it grows even busier. The boats jostle close to one another, the limestone karsts echo with the sounds of voices, and the experience, while still visually spectacular, transforms from a private encounter into a collective one. Number 5, Con Dao Islands, Ba Vung Tau, a cluster of 16 islands situated in the South China Sea. A place that most international tourists visiting Vietnam likely know nothing about. Con Dao lies approximately 185 kilometers off the southern coast of Vietnam, close enough to be reached via a mere 45-minute flight from Ho Chi Minh City, yet sufficiently distant from the mainland to remain a truly secluded and tranquil destination. These islands are managed as a national park. Strict restrictions govern development activities here. There are no sprawling resort complexes, nor are there any nightclubs. Indeed, there is virtually no nightlife to speak of. But here is what you will find: some of Southeast Asia's most pristine coral reef ecosystems, beaches of white sand and clear turquoise waters that, even on their busiest days, might see a mere 200 visitors, a population of endangered green sea turtles that returns to these very shores each year to lay its eggs, and a historical weight, a certain gravity, that sets Con Dao apart from any other coastal tourist destination in Vietnam. Number 4, Thung Nam Bird Garden, Ninh Binh, ranked 4th is one of Southeast Asia's most spectacular wildlife sites, a spectacle that few international tourists have ever witnessed. Thung Nam, meaning the Valley of Birds, is situated within the vast Ninh Binh karst region. It lies in close proximity to Tam Kok, yet remains far removed from the standard tourist circuit. It is a protected natural reserve nestled amidst limestone valleys and caves, home to northern Vietnam's largest nesting bird population, a multitude so vast as to be virtually uncountable. Hundreds of thousands of birds belonging to dozens of species, such as egrets, cormorants, kingfishers, and storks, build their nests in the valley's trees and roost within its limestone caves. At dawn and dusk, the collective movement of this immense avian population creates a spectacle that feels less like a typical wildlife sighting and more like a meteorological phenomenon. To access the cave situated at the very heart of Thung Nam, visitors board a small wooden boat. The cave features extremely low ceilings and is shrouded in pitch darkness, a gloom that is only occasionally pierced by stray shafts of light filtering through fissures in the karst ceiling above. Number 3, Yen Tu Mountain, Quang Ninh Province, a mountain of profound spiritual significance in Vietnamese history, and one that the international travel industry has almost entirely overlooked. Yen Tu Mountain in Quang Ninh Province, the same province that contains Ha Long Bay, has been a center of Vietnamese Buddhist practice for 7 centuries. It was here, in 1299, that the Emperor Tran Nan Tong abdicated his throne, renounced his possessions, and came to live as a monk. He founded the Truc Lam school of Vietnamese Zen Buddhism here, a form of practice that blended Buddhist philosophy with Vietnamese cultural and spiritual traditions in ways that made it distinctly, entirely Vietnamese. He died on this mountain. He is buried on this mountain. And the mountain has been a pilgrimage destination ever since. Number 2, Trasu Kajuput Forest, and Giang Province, ranked second, is a truly unique destination, a place unlike any other found across the entirety of Asia. Located in the An Giang province of Vietnam's Mekong Delta, the Trasu Kajuput Forest is a submerged Kajuput woodland. It is a wetland ecosystem where trees stand immersed in water year-round, their roots remain submerged, while their dense branches intertwine overhead to form a verdant canopy, beneath which gentle currents flow. The only way to explore this site is by boat, an experience that ranks among the most unique and extraordinary adventures Vietnam has to offer. The forest is so dense that even the sky remains hidden from view, while the water beneath the boat is deep and utterly still. The trees appear as if they possess no roots at all, seeming to sprout directly from the water itself, with their trunks vanishing beneath the surface. The light that filters through the branches to reach the water is soft and tinged with green. It casts an ethereal glow that transforms the color of everything it touches. Number 1, Sun Dung Cave, Phong Nhake Bang, Quang Binh. Number 1, Sun Dung. The world's largest cave. Located within Phong Nha Co Bang National Park in Quang Binh Province, Sun Dung had been known to a local jungle hunter named Ho An since as early as 1990. He had discovered its entrance, but due to the strong gusts of wind and the roaring sound of water emanating from below, he was unable to venture inside to explore it. He even told others about it. But no one came. He eventually forgot which part of the jungle the cave was located in. In 2009, he rediscovered it. For the first time, British cave explorers entered its depths. What they found inside required new words to describe. Sun Dung is 5 kilometers long. In some places, it is 240 meters wide. In some places, it is 200 meters high. These figures hold very little meaning, however, until they are placed within a proper context. 10 places. 1 country. A completely different side of Vietnam. From a misty, icy lake in the north, where Tay fishermen have worked these very waters for generations, to an ancient limestone mountain, where the Hong people have lived amidst 500-million-year-old peaks for centuries. From a submerged forest in the Mekong Delta, where painted storks build their nests in the Kajuput trees, to a pilgrimage mountain, where a medieval emperor renounced his throne and ascended into the clouds. And beneath it all, 5 kilometers beneath the limestone mountains of Quang Binh Province, lies a world that humans have known about for only 15 years, and whose very existence remains unknown to most people even today. Leave a comment below. Which of these 10 places would you like to visit first?